Hi, welcome to the first AngularJS program. This is going to be the simplest of the AngularJS program that we can write. To write our first AngularJS program, the first thing that we need to do is to define a script tag which references the AngularJS file. This can be done in a couple of different ways, and in this particular case, we are going to reference the AngularJS file using the CDN. The next step is to make our AngularJS understand that we actually want to use this application or program using AngularJS, and that can be done using ng-app attribute, which can be applied to any of the HTML element. In this particular case, we are applying that to a body element. AngularJS works with the concept of controllers and views, so at a minimum you would need one controller per program. So in order to define a controller, we need to define a JavaScript function, and in this particular case again we are defining the control as home controller. We are injecting a special variable called $scope to the controller so that we can define our custom properties on that scope variable. We are defining a message property on the scope variable and assigning it to the text called welcome to AngularJS world to the property message, which can be used later in the binding. So we now have the controller ready, which defines a custom message or a custom property called message, which can be used from one or more views. It's time to define the view. The way the view is defined using AngularJS is to apply a ng-controller attribute with the name of the controller that we want to use. So we are saying here is that h1 is our view, and this view will be binded or used with the controller called home controller. And the way to bind the data using AngularJS is to use the special notation called double flower brackets and then defining or giving the name of the property. So in this case we are defining a message property inside this special notation of double flower brackets, and the AngularJS would understand that it has to go to this controller called home controller and look for a special property called message on the scope variable in this case, and then replace this entire thing with welcome to AngularJS world. Let's run this and see what is the output. As you can see, the output in this case is welcome to AngularJS world. That's it. We have written our first AngularJS program. Thank you.